Oh, that's too bad. We're live.
She hit the button too soon.
I always hit the button too soon for you, Linny.
Yeah, I'm never ready. God.
Hi. Welcome to Wine Chats with Bildo and Lindalin.
Hi.
Hi. My name is Billy.
I'm like
Billy Milovanovic,
continue on.
aka Bildo.
My name's Lindsay, also known as Lindalin.
girlfriend.
Oh, hey, I was still talking.
Sorry.
Jeez, we haven't seen each other in 2 weeks. Last week we took a bit of a break because my children had gastro. But can I talk?
Yes.
Yeah.
You've been talking. Come on, tell the people who you are.
Well, I already said that, but I was going to say for some people, when they hear you call me Linny, they
Oh,
may be
right.
confused. It's
Yes.
a little pet name.
It is a little pet name.
Welcome. Did you miss me?
I did miss you, Linny.
know,
I didn't miss knowing about like being here, considering it was such a spew house
Yeah,
last
it was
week.
bad. Yeah.
So I didn't miss that. But
Although it was only out of one end, so it wasn't that bad. Speaking of bodies, today we're going to talk about body breakdowns. And this is mainly because I felt like I have so many ailments.
Yeah.
So many ailments. And I complain to Billy about them all the time. And funnily enough, Billy's got a funny little ailment going on.
mortified here. Look,
I know, I can't wait.
We're
It's
live on
gonna be so
Instagram. My father, Tom, hi Tom,
Oh,
is
hi, Tommy.
is watching. Always such a proud father. Always watching, which is really nice.
You might just want to go do something else,
I know,
Tom,
and it's really
because-
beautiful.
Yeah.
But I don't know how much of this he would like to hear. But listen,
Well, look, I'm going to give it to start it out. Okay, so before we get into it and get into the wine, but I feel like because we're not embarrassed. We don't get embarrassed by things, or it takes a lot to embarrass us.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about what we were going to talk about today, and I'm like, I kind of feel like it's our duty of people
yeah,
that don't get embarrassed very often to talk about these things, because some people don't talk about them. And then when it happens to them, or if somebody's like, oh my God, am I dying? Or like, nobody told me that this happens to my vagina afterwards, giving birth, or
yes,
this, that, whatever. Like, I feel like we're doing a duty today.
a duty. Yes.
That shit can go wrong.
I absolutely agree. I think that I'm mortified by today's topic and by what I'm about to admit, but you are absolutely right to say that we are doing this for the people who this might be happening to, and who are too scared to talk about it, who are too scared to admit that it's happening, who think that there's something wrong with them, and maybe there is, but we'll find out.
But they're not all like,
Oh yeah, look, it's a
things.
couple
it's
of
just whatever.
body ailments. It's body ailments.
No, body breakdowns.
Body breakdowns.
Did you not get the brief? Did you not read what we were talking about? No.
Come on, Linny.
Okay.
Let's drink some wine.
Wine. So today, super excited about this one. Where did you go, Billy? Where are you going?
I always forget to drag my little table over. I'm here now.
Okay, good.
Hello.
We are doing a Saperavi. Obviously, been practicing before. Saperavi. Saperavi.
I honestly couldn't tell you how
Can you please
would say
get your
that.
gross hair
Oh,
off
on my
of
hair,
me?
I shed
She's
so much.
shedding.
That's
Oh
not
my-
one of my ailments, but that I shed a lot.
Saperavi.
Saperavi.
Yeah. From the Granite Range from Sirromet Winery. Oh, see, we're backwards, so I never know where the camera is because we flipped the screen. So yeah, this is part of their new range.
Yes.
I had never heard of this wine before, this type of wine.
No.
So we were super excited about it. So I had to read. Shall I read about it first, Billy?
I don't know. I want to taste it first.
Okay.
I don't know.
No.
It's just
No,
sitting
no.
there looking at me.
Yeah, so Saperavi, whatever. I'm just going to give you a little bit. This isn't the fun fact.
Okay.
I'm just going to give you kind of a break. not a
like, what
breakdown.
is it?
Like, yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
because we didn't know what it was.
Yeah.
So, let me find it.
Oh my God.
So this wasn't very well known up until now. This variety has been almost unknown to Australian winemakers.
There you go.
See, we're not that behind the eight ball. Only recently has it started being grown here for a few innovative winemakers. Thank you, Sirromet. Thank you.
Thank you, innovative winemakers.
Yeah, right. While at the same time, imported wines have started arriving from Georgia. So this wine is from Georgia, the country. When I was first reading this, I'm like, oh, Georgia, really?
Yeah,
Because I was
yeah, like-
thinking America.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I thought they had like fried food and, Georgia. Like,
That's racist or something.
No, but that's what...
It's something. I'm sure that's going to offend
Yeah,
someone.
I know. I'm sorry. But yeah, I was like, oh, weird. So that leads me into my fun fact. Okay.
Okay,
Now that we just kind of know.
Are we going to go straight into the fun
Yeah,
fact?
I'll do the fun fact because
Okay,
it's
let's
right
go.
here.
Let's do
yeah.
it.
So Saperavi, please, if anybody knows how to say it correctly, and if I'm not saying it right, tell us. So is a deep, darkly colored red grape variety that is one of 525 indigenous varieties from Georgia. Okay, cool. And it even
Okay.
says in there the country. Formerly part of the Soviet Union, right? So Saperavi literally means dye or paint, like dye, not like dye.
I was going to say part of the Soviet Union. Here they are naming their wine death.
Yeah, no, like to dye something.
Right.
It is one of the very few wine grapes that has red flesh. Because normally red grapes, like skin grapes, the flesh is clear,
Yes.
right? So this grape has red flesh. That's cool.
That's cool. I like that.
So I was thinking when I'm reading this, oh, well then cool. They must use some part of the flesh to get the color. No, it's still just the skin. Anyways.
That's also an interesting point though. Because I mean, it never occurred to me that like the flesh, I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Oh God.
I don't know what I'm trying to
here
say,
we
but I
go.
mean, look, if the flesh is, I don't know what I'm trying to say. Is it always from the skin? I don't know.
Normally.
I don't know. I'm a beer drinker.
I think. I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah. Yeah. Say
No,
it
it's
with enough
always from the-
confidence.
yeah. Episode 33.
Yeah. Oh, I was going to hold my own.
Oh.
Yeah. Not
What?
over the equipment, Linny.
Oh my God.
You're
Where else
scaring
is
me.
it going to be?
I know,
Again,
you're scaring
the
me.
studio is
Tom
so
is
small.
watching.
Okay. Oh yeah.
Wow. This color.
Yeah. Cool.
Also not
what?
on your pants.
Yes, not my new pants, Billy.
You can't really hear
Yeah,
over the
see,
equipment.
I
bless.
always love when the bubbles in the glass
Yeah.
show how vibrant the color is, if that makes sense. Like, see how pretty that
See
is?
how vibrant the bubbles are?
Oh my God, stop.
I mean, this is a very, again, you guys, I don't use the best language, wine language, but it's a very thick color
Why do you always say thick?
because you can't see through it. It's a very
Why do you
dense
say it's deep?
red. It's a very
Deep.
deep red.
It's like when you say you're going to swish your wine.
Yeah.
Like, she'll
Oh,
be like,
swish,
I'm about to
swish.
swish my wine. I'm
Swirl,
like,
swirl.
swirl.
Swirl, Lenny, not swish.
But
look
see,
at that.
even the color. on
Such
that-
a
oh my God.
deep magenta.
Yeah.
How's that?
Very good, Billy.
Yeah.
Cheers. I'm excited about this one.
Oh, let's do it. Me too.
Yeah, super pretty. Ooh. Did you smell
Ooh.
it? It
I
smells
did.
smoky to me.
This is not.
Oh,
I think
oh.
it's. You're going to be surprised by the taste
Oh,
of this. No, it's
uh-oh.
not bad.
It's a bit. Oh, no, wait. Okay, so at first,
Yeah.
I was like, ooh, that's strong. But then it's like super soft on the tongue.
Yeah, it
Do you know what I
actually.
mean?
Yeah, I do. I don't know. I expected it to taste as deep as the color, but it's actually really not
Oh,
as.
yeah.
It's like fresh.
No, I wouldn't say fresh.
I would say fresh.
I mean, I'm not
Yeah.
disagreeing with you.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you're
it's
entitled
fresh,
to your
bitch.
opinion. Oh, God.
I said fresh. Yeah. What do you?
I get like a real, I'm going to read the back if it says it, but like a really like smokiness to it.
I don't get
but
any smokiness.
no. Mountain fresh raspberries, new licorice. Maybe it's the licorice.
Oh, yeah.
And sun-dried sweet herbs. Oh, maybe it's the herbs. Deliciously embalm a sensation of fruit cake aromas. Oh, okay. Deeply flavored layers of wild shrub blackberries and dark mulberries are interwoven through velvet tannins. Velvety. I do get the velvety. Like it's
I
quite
get the
soft
velvety.
on
Yeah,
the tongue,
yeah,
isn't it?
yeah.
Yeah. That arouse the senses whilst delivering pleasure. Oh, there we go.
There you go. Delivers the pleasure. Look, it sure does. It definitely doesn't. I feel like I expected it to be like a Shiraz or something, like a really like.
You think
Heavy.
all dark red wines
Yes, I do.
should taste like a Shiraz?
I
though,
do.
Billy?
I really do. But this does not. This is super dainty. It's actually a really nice, fresh wine to me.
Dainty but strong. Like it's
It's very alcoholic, guys.
I still can't get it. I'm trying to convince my brain that it's not smokiness, that it's the licorice, but I don't know.
You and licorice.
It's really good. I do love licorice.
I don't taste any licorice in this because I'm a licorice hater. We don't really have licorice where I come from. If we do, we
Yum.
don't.
Oh,
That's
okay.
it. We just don't need it.
Missing out. Body ailments.
Body ailments.
Okay, so Billy's going to start with her big story because I think I want to hear the rest of it and it's funny. But I'm just going to, do you want me to ease into it with a list of all my ailments? Or do you just want to go? Are you ready? Like, I'm just trying to get you warmed up because I know.
You go. Because I feel like I'm so embarrassed about my story. And we've done this in one of our previous episodes where I've talked about my most mortifying story. And now it's
not the most mortifying.
And now no. Yeah, exactly.
No, well, I'm just going to give you a list of all my body ailments to try and make you feel better because you just really have the one.
Yeah, I do.
It's a doozy.
I do.
I'm going to go from toes up because I have a lot. No, seriously, you laugh, but I have so many body ailments.
This is what happens with age, guys.
And I know. And do you know what? Like, so my mom, she's not very old. Like, she had me young. Like, she's not old, but she's at the age where she's having ailments. And what is so weird, everything that she has wrong with her now, I seem to be having.
Oh, God. Okay.
Which is so weird because, like, I'm 2.5 decades younger than her. Like,
yeah, but she's your mother and it's like a genetic thing, right? Yeah.
But I'm like, and mom's like, I'm like, yeah, but mom, if once I get to your age, I'm cool to have these ailments, not now.
But when did she start having them?
Oh, I don't know. Who cares?
You know what I mean? Who cares about her? It just makes me think like, okay, now I'm like, okay, what ailments does my mother have?
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
What's up?
Bunion on my right foot that I've had for probably 7-8 years, and it is an ongoing issue, like depending on what shoes you have, laying your foot a certain way on like a hard floor.
Can you tell me what a bunion is? Is it like a growth on your bone or something?
Well, it's your bone.
It's your bone.
Yeah, I would show you, but we have no room to take my slippers off.
I'd love to show you my feet too because I have really cute minion socks on.
Oh God, they're
no
not,
bunions. No. My feet are delightful.
Okay. Sort of. So that's, an ongoing little ailment. It's one that you can live with. My biggest one that I'll go into later, obviously, is my left knee. Don't even get me started.
She needs a new one.
Probably. And you know what? My mom has a new knee.
Oh, of course.
And my mom has a bunion on the same foot.
Oh, okay. Linny, you are turning into your mother.
I'm 100%. I have a bad tailbone, had a bad tailbone for years.
Since I've known
years.
you, actually.
Bad.
From a skiing accident?
Well, the only thing I can put it down to, it was not skiing, snowboarding. I fell on like a super icy hill and landed on my tailbone.
Oh.
Yeah. I have a really bad lower back as well lately, and my neck. So you know how we had neck issues? Yeah.
Yes.
So that I'll tell you about later. Really super sensitive teeth, shit enamel on my teeth.
Yes, you do too.
Yes. My mom has that as well. There's, oh God. There was more.
How are your eyes, Lenny?
Oh God, yeah, my eyes. But I've had laser eye surgery.
Yes, me too. Yeah.
But I have like blurriness at night. I'm turning into one of those people that I don't like to drive at night.
Like when you're driving?
Well, no, I can see, but the lights have halos.
Yes.
So I feel like that's getting worse. Oh, and I obviously have to wear reading glasses, but that's just age.
Yeah.
I think my elbows. My elbow.
We skipped a beat.
Yes, I skipped a body part. My right elbow is really sore. Sometimes it goes into this is my left.
Oh my God.
My left elbow.
Do you know which elbow hurts?
No, it's my left one right now. But sometimes my right elbow hurts too. Don't know what that's from.
Is it when it rains?
No.
Sometimes I say that, like my knees hurt when it rains, and Henry's like, that's stupid.
Well, no, like, that's true. Some people, no, honestly, people do get like that.
Thank you.
No, Henry, please.
I know.
And my last one is my hands hurt. And I've even been to an old person's arthritic specialist, and it smelled like lavender in the waiting room, and there's old people because that's all that go there.
It smells like death.
No, just lavender, old ladies. Because my fingers are really sore. My mom has really bad arthritis. Anyways, that's my list of ailments that I'll touch base on.
Well, I'm
really
so young and in perfect working condition.
Right?
Am I?
Nope.
No.
Go.
Okay. For those of you who remember the episode about really embarrassing things that have happened to us, my most mortifying story may not be mortifying to you, but is mortifying to me. Okay. Now, not too long ago, I went camping. Let's start from the very beginning because...
Oh, I didn't know it started at camping.
Well, it did because... I'll tell you...
Yeah,
let me tell you the story. I got a story. We went camping. Mm-hmm. And for those of you who don't know me very well, I'm not a camper. I've never been camping. I went camping once a long time ago. I left after night one because I saw enough. Okay. But now that I have kids, I'm like, they love camping, and then we're going to go with our friends and families, and it's going to be campfire. It's going to be amazing. So
can we pause just so you can give me a shout out to say that I was right, because I love camping, and I told her for years, you're depriving your children of the best experience.
I cannot be depriving a 1-year-old and a 3-year-old of anything. Now
can.
that I have a 3 and a 5-year-old, I'm like, okay, they would
say
enjoy.
it.
Okay,
I wanna hear
Linny's
it.
right. I was wrong. Linny, you're so right.
Really? Oh,
I
thanks,
just
Bill.
love hanging out with you.
Oh, thanks. Okay, go.
Anyway, so we've gone camping.
Oh, Gino. Hi, Gino.
Hi, Gino. This is Gino. You've joined at a really good time.
Yeah.
I feel.
Oh, yeah, Gino, don't log off. Listen, she's got... Yeah.
My dad should log off is who should log off. Anyway, so we're camping. I'm not a comfortable camper, although it was fine. We're having a good time.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a Canadian thing. Yeah. What, camping? Maybe.
Maybe it is.
Maybe, yeah. Look, it's an outdoor adventure person thing, I think. You can camp anywhere, really, Gina. There's a lot of camping in Australia.
Oh, my God. Oh.
There you go. Anyway, so my story starts at camping, okay? I went to the toilet, didn't poop for a few days.
Well, you're camping.
While I'm
Were
camping.
you poop shy because you were camping?
Not necessarily, but then when I was like, okay, I need to poop, I just, went to the whatever.
Toilet, yeah.
But then sometimes this happens to me, and I don't know if it happens to a lot of people. It just stops midway. Like my poop's coming out, but then it just doesn't come out.
Oh, like he cut it off.
No, I don't cut it off. Life cuts it off.
Oh, like your bum cuts it off.
It cuts itself off. I don't know what it is, but it just stops. And so then what I was doing, of course, because now I'm like, okay, I've been gone for like 20 minutes. I need to wrap this up.
People are like, where is Billy?
Right? She's in the pooper. So then I was pushing, which you should never do. You should never do, because again, for long-time listeners, we are mothers, we have hemorrhoids. They are not pleasant, and how you get more is by straining and pushing, and you should really never ever do it. But I was camping, I was nervous, Anyway, so
God, I love this.
I strained, and a few days after we come back from camping.
Wait, pause. Did you get the rest out? So you strained for nothing? Oh,
no,
God,
I got it out,
Jesus,
but it wasn't all out.
Oh.
And then what happens is I go back later and then it all comes out naturally, and I'm like, fuck you, where were you before? Like, what the fuck is this shit? Anyway. So then a few days later we get home.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
And I'm in the toilet again. And we've just got another comment saying I absolutely destroyed my ass on a bike once. On a hike once.
Hike. I'm like, can't you see? Maybe you need glasses on a hike once.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. And it's still not the same.
Yeah, it's still not the same.
We hear you.
We hear you.
We're right there with you.
Anyway, a few days later,
excuse me.
We're home from camping.
Uh-huh.
I don't even know if it was a 1 or 2, but when you sit on the toilet, you're straining anyway. It's all kind of there.
Okay.
I bust out another little hemorrhoid right in the middle of my butthole. And again, I'm mortified talking about this. I know
I'm not.
I'm doing it for the people,
funny.
okay?
Yeah.
I'm doing this for you who have hemorrhoids and who are embarrassed about them. Anyway, so another one busts out. Cool. I'm like mortified, I'm like, oh my God, my butthole is falling apart. It's literally now opening up like a flower, everything's just, it's a whole new world. And that part is, I was sad, but it's fine. Like it is what it is. It's my new body and I accept it as it is. I'm embracing it. It's fine. Mm-hmm. And then probably a few days after that, I'm sitting there and I'm having my coffee and all is well. And I do a fart and I'm like, ooh, that was a dense one. I finish my coffee. I go to the toilet. I poop myself. I literally did not realize that I had pooped on the couch whilst I was drinking my coffee. What's worse, I didn't notice. So I was just sitting in it.
And, let's remind people, you've been pregnant twice. Like
Yes.
this is all because of carrying 2 babies.
Yes.
Birth.
Yes.
It's just what happens. And do you know what? Can I just pause to give you a moment? Because you're so brave, Billy, for telling everybody about this. I remember when I was pregnant with Bane, and that was the time when you and I still worked together.
Yeah.
Excuse me. And I was in the office, heavily pregnant, and I think I had heels on, and somebody said something about wearing heels, and then hemorrhoids came up. Because I'm like, well, why can't you wear heels? Is it just because too much pressure and all this kind of stuff? Like, because I didn't understand it. And hemorrhoids came up, and I remember saying something like, oh yeah, but they'll go away, right?
Yeah, right.
And there was 2 ladies, and I'm not going to name them, but they looked at each other and was like, yeah. And then I was like, what aren't they telling me? Like, what is not being said here? So it happens.
What is not being said is that they don't go away.
And they
don't go away.
New ones.
They actually multiply.
Yeah.
They bring friends. Yeah. So now I'm like, oh my God. Like, so that one off, fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you pooped yourself on the couch.
Pooped myself on the couch. Didn't realize, was sitting in it for ages. Went to the toilet. I'm like, oh my fucking God, what just happened? And I don't tell Henry because that's disgusting. Who wants to know their wife just poops themselves on the couch? So then fast forward a few days later.
Oh God.
It happened again. I went to fart and it just followed through.
Remind me never to sit on your couch.
It just followed through.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh my God. Like, again, this is literally now the third time that's happened to me in my life. The first time was way back years ago when I thought I was just farting, but I sharted. And then the second time was, now a few days ago. And I'm like, now it's happened again. I'm like, oh, this hemorrhoid's given me a bit of a run for my money.
Because, side note, this is a good leeway.
Yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah.
That, because you found this fact out, if you have hemorrhoids, they can actually affect your
your wall.
Yeah, but
your
like
butthole.
the control of
Yeah,
your
the
bowels.
controls, yeah.
I had no idea about that. So again, for people that are somebody's maybe experiencing this.
You are welcome for me sharing the story with you. Okay. So anyway, happens again. I'm like, oh, that was weird because that's just now like twice in 1 week. And that's, what are the chances? Yeah. What are the chances? Not very many. Okay.
Okay. So what did you do?
Nothing. I was just like, well, that was another weird coincidence. Ha.
Right.
Yeah. I literally did nothing. It was the third time it happened.
Right.
Which was yet another, like maybe like a week later.
Oh, Scotty the Giant.
Never trust the fart.
No. Yeah,
I now know that, Scott. I now know that.
Oh, we miss you, Scotty, by the way.
We do. We were actually just talking about you this morning, Scotty.
Yeah.
We do. We miss you.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, continue on.
Okay, so kids are downstairs. They're putting their shoes on. I'm packing their lunches. Oops. This is how passionate I am about the story.
Yeah.
I'm packing their lunches into their bags. I go to fart and I shart.
Again. So this is the third time.
Now this is the third time.
Yeah, okay.
Now it's like I need to be out the door. I don't have time to be shitting myself right now. Okay. So I'm like, fuck me. So I run into the shower. I do all that stuff. Now I'm really late, getting frustrated. But also in my mind, I'm like, this isn't normal.
Yeah, you start to worry about yourself.
You start to worry about
Yeah.
yourself. You're like, okay, it was like funny the first couple of times, but now I'm like, this has happened like 3 times in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What is happening to my butthole?
Yeah.
And now I'm like, oh my God, my hemorrhoid's like literally preventing my butthole from shutting itself. I don't know what's wrong. So I call a doctor and I fill out the little form that's like, yep, I have a hemorrhoid that's causing me to shit myself. Yep, all that sort of stuff. Fun.
I shouldn't be laughing, but I do.
And then
I'm supportive too.
Yeah. Fast forward, I get to the doctor, she asked me like a million questions. When did it happen? How did it happen? Not like more so, check the hemorrhoid out. So you get the gel test, where they get up in there but she can't really even get the full picture without me being strained, but that's okay. I'll just let her. Well, I'm just saying like when it's not straining, they're kind of just whatever.
Yeah.
Fine.
Okay.
She checks me. She makes me take a stool sample, which is fucking disgusting.
Yeah. Okay.
And then she was like, look, you should go for like what's it called?
Colonoscopy. Yeah.
Because I mentioned a couple of times that, it bleeds, but like when you wipe, sometimes it bleeds because it's there, like it's not.
Well, yeah. And I mean, with hemorrhoids that can.
It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Even if you don't, if you're wiping too hard
exactly.
or whatever.
Yeah.
It
happens.
Yeah. Okay.
So I take the stool sample. I send that off. Gino, thank you, Billy, for your bravery. So many people need to hear this. I hope you're
Do you know what?
being genuine.
He probably a mixture, but I agree. I 100%. And thank God that you and I, because I'm in the same boat. I mean, I don't poop my pants. But, well, not
Thanks,
from my
Lee.
hemorrhoids.
Yeah.
I have once when I was heavily pregnant. But I have hemorrhoids. And the same thing, like it's so many women from carrying babies because it's from the pressure of carrying these babies.
Yes.
And then you're pushing this baby out. Like
Literally.
the pressure, it
breaks your butthole.
It does.
It breaks your butthole.
So you're welcome, people that
You're
are
welcome,
pregnant.
people.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay,
go.
People that are pregnant. Oh, do not listen to us. This is not your time. Come back in about 5 years' time. So anyway, listen, I send the stool sample off. I book my colonoscopy. Well, I've booked the consultation in. Fine, whatever. And then about a week later, after I send my tests off, when you have to carry your poop bag into the place and you're like, oh, bye, good luck.
No, I've never had
Don't
to do
sniff.
that. Oh, ew.
I get a phone call from the doctor.
Okay. Because I don't know this. This is where
you stop.
Yeah. Okay, what? Uh-huh.
I get a phone call from the doctor, which is never a good thing. Your doctor doesn't just call you to chit-chat. Okay, they're very busy. They've got shit to do, shit to see. They're very busy. Okay. So she calls me and she's like, so your test results have come back.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay, I've got cancer.
Yeah, I was just going to say, are you dying?
I'm dying.
Okay.
Guys, no.
Yeah.
No. You, please, I'm a whinger. You would know about it already.
Yeah.
I had some type of gastro.
So you're blaming your hemorrhoids for you pooping your pants,
Yes.
but you actually had gastro.
Not only did I just have gastro and I did not need to show her my butthole or have the little examination where she literally fingered my butt. I had some type of, it's a really long name for it, Campylobacter. She was like, normally it's treated with antibiotics or it just kind of goes away by itself. But she was like, have you had any other symptoms? And I'm like, no, I've just literally within the space of 2 weeks, right after I got my new hemorrhoid, I pooped myself 3 times. So I just assumed. Yeah. Kind of went hand in hand. Plus I Googled and you should never Google your ailments because
Dr. Google always tells you you're dying.
Always tells you you're dying.
Yeah.
But that's what told me that hemorrhoids might make you
poop your pants.
Poop yourself because it loosens the exit. Whatever.
Okay.
I had gastro, people.
That's a bit of a letdown.
I know. It was a huge letdown. So of course I cancel my colonoscopy because I'm not going through all that effort.
Can I just...
No, I'm already embarrassed.
And this is like really bad of me being a friend. But when you told me that you were going to have a colonoscopy, I was like, because I couldn't wait to hear the story because I've never had it, but I've heard the prep work is quite horrendous.
Yes. I wasn't going through that, even though it was just a consultation. I'm like, I'm not going to a consultant. What am I going to tell the consultant? I had gastro.
Okay.
Soz.
So how's your bum?
Fine.
Has that one new hemorrhoid that popped
Still
back in?
There? No.
So he
grows all the time.
Right. Do you want me to get more cushions for the chair?
No, I don't. No, they don't hurt me. They're there.
Right. Okay.
They're there. And it's just, look, it's all embarrassing. I'm mortified I told you, any of you people, any of this information. But if it helps one person out there.
Totally.
Really
Seriously,
just, embrace their hemorrhoids, then there you are. I literally did not even have to tell you the hemorrhoid part because I actually just had gastro. So all of that was for naught.
So the lesson is don't strain.
Absolutely don't strain to poop. Yeah, if it's not coming out, just cut it off and come back later. Clean yourself.
Okay, well, all right. Moving on.
Lenny's turn. Lenny's is not even embarrassing. It's a fucking knee.
It's not. Mine's not embarrassing at all. Yeah, take your jacket off. Are you sweaty? Did you work up a sweat?
Yeah, I've got embarrassing sweats.
Oh God, okay. No, mine are just really annoying because I feel like an old person that my diary, excuse me, is just filled up with appointments, doctor appointments and specialists and MRIs and whatnot. Look, are we doing the knee? Yeah, let's talk about the knee because that's like the one that's actually bothering me right now. So because I live such a glamorous life of being a stay-at-home mom of 3 young kids, after mealtime, it looks like there's, mice have been into all kinds of food or something
in
on
Lenny's
the floor.
house? No.
I know, it's very...
surprising.
Yeah. So I'm on my hands and knees with the little broom and dustpan the one night. This is back in February, the beginning of February.
Yeah.
Ages ago, months. And I'm sweeping up the food that's on the floor. And my kneecap kind of like, where's the camera? Rolled on, we've got wooden floors, hardwood floors, rolled on the wood. And I was like, oh, fuck, that hurt. But I mean, that's nothing. Whatever. And then I hit my knee a couple other times later on. And I was like, God, it really hurts. So I just thought it was bruised. Went on for weeks going, oh yeah, I'll baby my knee. It's bruised, yada, yada, whatever. And I kept complaining about it in Pilates. And the one friend was like, go to the doctor, for God's sakes, Lindsay. I'm like,
don't want to hear about it, Lenny.
Right. But I was like, I don't have time to go to the doctor. And what? Oh, my knee's bruised. Like, oh, ow. But then it actually was becoming really painful where if I hit that spot just a teeny tiny bit, I would we were doing a TikTok the one day.
Oh, yes.
And I forgot about it. And I was on my hands and knees, and I literally rolled over, fell on the couch, going,
Yeah,
and you're
true
like,
story.
what the hell just happened?
I mean, TikToking is hard, people. Okay, don't also get that twisted. Now, let me ask you: had you had any recent hemorrhoids that popped out that might be contributing to your knee pain?
No.
Okay.
Mine are actually subsiding a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah,
You're gonna have to share your secrets,
Yeah.
girlfriend.
I don't know. Epsom salts.
Magnesium baths.
Yeah. So I finally bit the dust and I was like, okay, I'm going to go to the doctor. Now, there's no inflammation. There's no redness. There's no swelling. There's nothing except if you touch the exact spot, it really hurts. So I'm one of those people that are in the doctor and I can see in my doctor's eyes like, okay, you're wasting my time.
I have real people to see who have actual problems
Right?
like pooping themselves. Yeah.
Yeah. So she's checking my knee. She's asking me all these questions and she could not find the spot that it hurt. And so she's like, well, look, we'll send you for an x-ray and ultrasound. Sweet. Nothing. Zilch. Everything's fine. It's fine. So she rings me. Yeah.
Right.
And I was literally coming up the stairs with my cat who just had 4 teeth pulled out in his carry crate, trying to unlock the door. And she's ringing. I'm like, oh shit, I got to take this call. Like, I got to know, am I dying from my knee? And she's like, oh, nothing's showing. And because I had told her that it was so sore that if I pulled the sheets over my knee,
Oh God, Lenny.
literally it would cause me pain. And so she, bless, and obviously I'm not going to say her name. She's a really good doctor. She said, oh, I think it's just like a case of like super sensitive skin.
Wow, doctor. Is that what we send you to school for?
And I'm like, look, that frustrates me.
Like
I go, there's obviously like something happening on the outside. The pain is so bad that if you touch the outside of blah, blah, whatever. I said, I'm not happy with that. Where do we go to from here? She didn't know. I recommended this specialist doctor that deals with like sport injuries.
Right.
From sport. Oh, yes, I know him. I'll send you to him. So I go to him. He has no idea what's going on. But the funny thing is,
Tell him about,
So I'm there with my 3-year-old. He's sitting there watching his iPad, whatever. And he's asking me all the questions, getting me to do all these exercises. Everything's fine. And he has that look on his face too, like, bitch, please. Like, why are you here? And I even said, look, I know I sound crazy. I know that I'm wasting your time, but like, seriously, there's something wrong with my knee. So I'm laying on his bed and he's trying to find the spot. I'm like, no. And then he hits the spot and I burst into tears. It hurt so bad that I literally burst into tears and I was mortified.
So then there's clearly something.
And I was kind of like in the back of my head going, yes, see, like I'm crying. There's pain. But then I was like, you have birthed 3 children and you are crying over a doctor poking your knee.
Yeah, but you enjoyed that and you saw it coming. So
yeah, exactly. Anyway, so I had my MRI the other night, which I was panicking for, Billy, because I'm claustrophobic.
Yes, and we talked about this because, and I asked you whether you have to, I've never been in an MRI machine, but I've seen movies and I get the gist that it's like a dome that they shovel you into. So did you have to, because it's your knee, you have to put your head in?
Well, the person, I've had 2 now, and the first time I had it done, I think it was for like my neck or something. So I was fully in, and I remember I had to keep my eyes closed or else I was about to freak out big time. And I was telling you, MRIs are really noisy. Like they do really loud noises. So they give you earplugs and headphones to try and block out the noise, which it just softens it. It's super, super loud, making all kinds of weird beeping and weird noises. So I kept thinking of that, going, I am going to go insane. Like I was panicking. I'm like, I'm going to freak out. I'm going to be pushing the button. They give you like an emergency button to push. Thankfully, though, I was literally, my chin was literally right at the opening of the dome. And the dome, like, it's right in front of your face, Billy. Like, it's not like this big spacious.
Lenny, I actually feel like you've made me claustrophobic.
Yeah, good. Welcome.
Through our conversations.
Yeah, welcome to my world. It's horrible.
Yeah, no, thank you.
So as I'm laying there, and I even put on the form because they ask, are you claustrophobic?
Right.
And I put at times. And they lay me on the bed and the bed starts to move. And I'm like, oh my God, please stop, please stop.
So they don't even actually tell you how far they're going to put you in there? Oh my fucking God.
But maybe because they knew it was my knee and saw my height, they knew that I would be fine. So I literally, my chin stopped right there. So stay tuned, people.
But we don't have a result. And that's the thing, because you only find out
Monday
if you need a new knee. I just said chop it off.
But do you know what? Like, and the thing is, I know it's not as bad as your bum leaking.
Well, mine's
but,
finished now.
yeah, gastro. But like, it actually gets you down because it is
Yeah.
a constant ailment. Plus the back and my neck, which I go for regular like remedial massage, like the pressure point massages.
Yeah.
Have you ever had one of those?
Yes, and they hurt. I've started to do acupuncture instead.
Oh. Which is next on my list. The massage therapist was suggesting
Yes, do that.
because like, and has that helped?
100%.
Acupuncture? Okay.
100%.
On what, your neck? Because you have a bad neck too.
I have a bad neck, but can I tell you what happened? What fixed my neck? Because for years I've had chronic neck pain. Yeah. Yes, I've been going to a chiropractor as well. He's been fantastic. He initially actually helped me a ton with my neck because he said that my vertebrae, I'm not going to do this right, but my vertebrae, like a couple of them were actually moving together rather than moving like that.
Yeah, my vertebrae's out too.
Yes.
My C3?
Well,
C6?
that's what the chiropractor does. So instead of like your bones like being like this, they go so they actually just help them loosen up so they can be like that.
No, I can't
see
do
that,
that.
guys.
Yeah, I can't. Cracking in the neck, gross.
Oh my God, it helped me a ton. But then also I was like, it's not really helping. So I changed my pillow and the way I sleep, and that helped a ton. But also, Linny, I've been meditating.
Oh, fuck meditating. Why does it always come back to meditation?
Because I felt
that does not fix your neck.
Yes, it does. People meditate. Because you know what has happened to me? I always felt like I was in this like...
Your mind told you that your neck
Well, it
is
is
fine.
because I was in my mind. That's exactly the point. My mind was telling me. I was all like stiff like this all the time. And now that I meditate, I like literally let my like
look at
loosen
all my
myself.
space, though. I've got space.
You're not doing it right.
I have an old lady pillow, so I've
So
done
I
that.
meditate.
Okay, so but wait, explain. So your meditation.
I think my neck was actually my stress.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yes. So now that I
100%.
meditate and I actually focus on like loosening up that area,
right.
I shit you not, people.
I can see
Chiropractor
that.
and meditation has actually like
Oh,
I literally could not do that without like
Right.
severe pain.
Okay,
And now it's gone.
it's a miracle. We were just making fun of Billy and her meditation upstairs.
You can make fun of me all you want. I am an awakened being.
Wow, this is talk like that is why I don't like it.
Yeah. Open your awareness, people. Come to the consciousness club.
Is
My
that a
cult.
thing? Right? You're called. Oh yeah, back to the cult. Jeez, God no. Okay.
We don't talk about God.
No, there's no God.
Anyway, is that
well,
you? We
no,
don't really
like,
know. We're gonna have to follow up with you next week to see what happened with your knee.
Isn't everybody like
on the edge of their
God.
seats?
Oh, well, I am.
Yeah.
And do you know what is really bad? So the specialist, and this just sets me up for like what is going to happen. He even said to me at the end of the appointment, he goes, now, if the MRI shows that there's nothing going on, which I read between the lines, he doesn't believe me. He thinks I'm full of like stupidity and that I'm wasting his time. He's like, oh, then, we'll deal with it at that time. I'm like, you made me cry. Like there is something wrong with my knee. Seriously.
Now, could it be the sensitive skin?
No. I will punch you in the face.
I will
Seriously,
punch you in the knee.
It won't hurt unless if you hit the exact spot. But it actually, like, it
That would
really,
be so frustrating. Yeah.
It does. It becomes a frustration. And like my hands, they're sore and not strong.
I've heard a lot of people. I have my very, very close friend Sumi who gets tingly finger, like she loses feeling in her fingers all the time.
That could be carpal tunnel.
Yes, I think she's looked into all of that because also the job she does is very like handsy.
Yeah.
I've heard so many people have that though, like have weird like sensations in their hands and fingers and pain and all this sort of stuff. So hands are like a thing.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I've been for carpal tunnel testing, and I have very mild carpal tunnel.
Right.
Carpal tunnel.
I
always say
think
it
you're
wrong.
saying it right.
Yeah.
No, I think it was
Again, my mom has really bad carpal tunnel.
Jeez.
Yes. So like, and like, there's nothing I can do about mine.
Yeah.
My mom,
No, yeah.
hers are really bad, but anyways. But my hands aren't tingly, but they're really like annoying. Anyways.
Chop them off as well.
Great. I'll have no butter parts left.
But you'll be happy.
Will I though?
Okay, I think that's us.
So we've learned that you pooped your pants.
A number of times.
Yeah.
And it had
like
nothing to do with my hemorrhoids.
gastro.
I had gastro.
I find that really funny. Because,
Do you know what it was like admitting it to Henry as well? Like saying to him, like, okay, babe, like you remember I told you about my new hemorrhoid? Because I was really sensitive in that area for a little while. I'm like, you are not getting fucking near it. I've got this new thing that's just come out. It's not ready to play. Just please.
Have you let him see your hemorrhoids before though? Your I was about to say hemorrhoids.
Have I let Henry see my hemorrhoids?
Seriously, have
I don't know, but I wouldn't care. Like it's
I do.
No, that wouldn't. No. I did the reverse cowgirl the other day. I was gonna I haven't told you that yet, but yeah, it happened, and he probably saw them then.
If it was dark,
I don't think so.
Ew, gross.
I can't remember. It was great. Anyway, on that note,
that's for next week's episode. We'll hear all about Billy's crazy slutting it up.
I think we've had enough gross stories about me. Thanks.
Yeah.
Okay.
But in all honesty, people please, especially women, and not just men, or not just women, to men too, because obviously men can have hemorrhoids for different reasons, right? Yeah. But like I actually, to the hemorrhoid thing, I feel like some women, they just don't know and they feel embarrassed by it. And whether it's from childbirth or pregnancy, whatever the reason is, it is normal.
100% normal. Yeah. You can look totally perfect from the outside and then have this problem down below.
Do you know what I always...
Absolutely.
And then we'll wrap it up because I know you're like, we've hit the mark. When I watch the Kardashians... Yes, I watch the Kardashians.
Oh, yes. We love them.
Well, I do. You've fallen
adore
off
them.
of them. Well, yeah, but you're
not
watching...
I started back.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
I'm back
Thank
on the wagon.
God.
Yeah.
It's the last season. You have to be.
Yeah.
When they're wearing their skimpy itty bitty bikinis, especially Courtney, she wears a lot of like very tiny itty bitty patches over her bits and bobs. I'm always like, I wonder what their vaginas and bumholes are like after them having children. You know, the point is you can look beautiful and perfect. I don't think they're perfect, but you can have a great body on the outside. But on the inside,
But I bet they're not shitting themselves all over the place.
How do you know?
Well, I don't. That's
don't know.
You're absolutely right.
You absolutely don't know.
So we've concluded that the Kardashians probably also have
hemorrhoids,
ailments. No, they have a ton of ailments. You know that Kim has like eczema and
it's psoriasis.
Yeah.
Get your facts straight.
Yeah.
Okay, we're like this.
Right, Kimmy, call us.
Okay, time to go.
Okay. Rappity rap. Thank you so very much for joining us for this really eye-opening episode of Wine Chats.
Of your bumhole.
Of your bumhole. Yeah. This very bumhole opening episode. You know where to find us. winechatspodcast.com, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. All sorts of places. LinkedIn. Where else, Linny? Where else? TikTok.
Oh, everywhere.
So find us, join us, subscribe to us, subscribe. But Linny gets a bit sad. I mean, I've been sad for years, so it doesn't really matter. Just, join us on our little adventure.
Subscribe. Seriously.
Yeah, seriously.
Don't make me cry.
Yeah, don't make Linny cry. And that's that. Linny, you want to... Okay. Linny's going to close because Linny does the closing this season for the next 74 episodes.
Oh,
how many have we gone through? We're almost... Do you know what? Actually, side note, we're almost at 100 episodes released, people.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that's exciting.
It's about 7 weeks away.
Oh.
Maybe 6.
That's close.
Hey, man.
No,
that's close.
Okay,
that's pretty close. Okay. Anyway, watch the space.
Wow. Are you done?
Come on, Lenny. Close it off. Bye, everyone.
Oh my God. Even on the phone when I ring her, she mocks the closing because last season, for those that didn't listen to us, she would sing really annoyingly and it annoyed the fun. Yeah. Who enjoyed that? Nobody. It's so annoying. So I said this year, why do we, and I've even read fucking shit on the internet about closing. Just close it. So the way I close things is thanks for chatting. Talk to you later or see you soon.
Smell you later.
Or adios, whatever. Like it doesn't have to be a big production like what you just did.
Cultural appropriation.
Go up there, hit the little live button to make us end our live and that's it. Okay.
Bye.
See you later. She mocks me every time. Hit the button. Bye guys. Oh my God. Good night. It's